What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great night. I have to record a story, so I figured why not stream it at the same time? What's going on, Sharon, Infinite, Dexter? How you guys doing tonight? You're up late. Or at least my time. Alright. Alright, let's get started. So I won't be able to see chat while I'm recording, and you won't be able to see the story on my second monitor. It's okay. It's fine. Alright. This story is called My Life as a Living Art Exhibit. It's really long. And it seems really good. I didn't read through all of it yet. Shit. You guys can hear me, right? Anybody? Mic check, radio check. Yeah, I should confirm that. Oh, there's quite a delay. Alright. I hope you guys can hear me. Coming through? There we go. Alright, you guys should be hearing it. I'm gonna guess so. Alright, let's do this. Sorry, hold on. Mic check, mic check. Alright. Can you guys see me? Good. He calls me his masterpiece. From man, the machine. That's what the plaque says. I can't see it, but he's told me that's my title. All I can see is the screen and the onlookers on the other side of the glass. Looking at both is still disorienting. I'm not used to my eyes being so far apart. And don't reckon I ever will be. Also, I miss blinking. A lot. His name is Tobias Kinseel. Kinseel. His name is Tobias Kinseel. His name is Tobias Kinseel. There are two things you need to know about him. One, he's an artist. Two, he's completely fucking insane. Oh, sorry. I don't usually say that stuff. Two, he's completely Two, he's completely insane. Two, he's completely insane. You'd recognize him if you saw him straight away. That mirror-surfaced glass eye is hard to miss. Chances are you won't see him, though. Not unless you're down on your luck. Chances are you won't see him, though. Not unless you're down on your luck. Not unless you're down on your luck. If you have already heard of him and are alive to read this, then screw you. Then screw you. Why? Because it means you're one of the oily leeches on the other side of the glass. Because it means you're one of the oily leeches on the other side of the glass. One of the ones gawping at me. The ones rich and wealthy enough to know about Tobias Keenseal and his gallery of anatomical defiance. Defiance. And his gallery of anatomical defiance. I've recognized dozens of them. So many of the faces I saw in the papers and on TV have seen me too. So many of the faces I saw in the papers and on TV. So many of the faces I saw in the papers and on TV have seen me too. I doubt they think of me. I doubt they think of me as a me anymore, though. If they ever did see us, dregs, drifters, and junkies as people, that is. Hell, Tobias's gallery is probably the only... Hell, Tobias's gallery is probably the only time folk like that acknowledge folk like me Wait a minute. Tobias's gallery is probably the only time folk like that acknowledge folk like me exist at all. Acknowledge that folk like me exist at all. Let's start there, though. But first, insomnia, yeah, I get that too. It sucks. Coffee sounds great. I should have done that before I started. Aesthetic Wave, hey, what's up? Welcome. Coffee. Now I kind of want to make some. No, I should get this done. Alright, let's continue. I doubt that they think of it. Oh. Well. I'll start that over. I forgot what I got done from that paragraph. Alright. I doubt they think of me as a me anymore, though. If they ever did see us dregs, drifters, and junkies as people, that is. Hell. Tobias's gallery is probably the only time folk like that acknowledge that folk like me exist at all. That's how I met him, you see. I needed money for a fix. The ad in the paper was simple enough. Artists looking for models with unusual histories. Cash in hand. Address below. Did I question the danger of that vagueness? No. My junk-focused mind only noticed those three little words. cash in hand. It took me nearly an hour. That's the worst. It took me nearly an hour walking deep into the sprawling. It took me nearly an hour. Nearly. It took me nearly an hour walking deep into the sprawling industrial district to find the place. By this point in my attic journey, I was used to walking until my feet bled to get a fix. I was already imagining the prick of the needle and rush of euphoria when my shaking finger pressed on the buzzer. I was already imagining the prick of the needle and rush of euphoria when my shaking finger pressed the buzzer. When my shaking finger. When my shaking finger pressed on the buzzer of the large, derelict warehouse. Normal people, people that don't wake up in gutters, would have been suspicious of the near-abandoned industrial estate. Folk like yourselves would probably have turned around and looked for safer ways to make some scratch. I wasn't folk like yourselves, though. I wasn't folk like yourself. Wait, how do you say that word? Folk like yourselves. I wasn't folk like yourself, though. Fuck. Folk like yourselves, though. Folk like yourselves, though. Folk like your. Folk. I wasn't folk like yourselves, though. Fuck it. At the time, this ominous cube of brick and mortar. At the time, this ominous cube of brick and mortar with its boarded window. At the time, this ominous cube of brick and mortar with its boarded windows and distance from the safety of civilization was no different from any building I woke up in. The voice that answered the intercom also would have made you flee. I bet. Not me, though. Not me, though. I'd spent too many decades destroying my mind to pick up. Oh yeah, I mess up a lot. If I didn't disclaim that in the beginning. I'd spent too many decades destroying my mind to pick up the obvious sinister honey trap tones in that high-pitched crooning. Shit, there's characters. A German voice. Ah. Damn. Alright, let's come back to it right now. Damn. German. Alright, let me catch up on chat. Go grab a cup of coffee, yeah. I really should. I'm only drinking coffee because it's too early for beer. Well. It's midnight here. Which, you know, anytime is coffee time, so that's fine. Yeah, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so anytime's beer time as well. Don't have any of that right now. Ran out. I do have loads of coffee, though. Making another one and getting back in my warm bed, it's freezing. I'm not messing up, I'm talking in cursive. Sure. Yeah. Makes it seem a little better. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what time I need to be at work. Yeah, I don't just do this all day. It'd be great. So I got to a point in the story now where there's characters. And I hate doing these. I'm so bad at characters. I'm gonna end up just not doing the German accent. I don't know how to do a German accent. Can I help you? Nope. Nope, that can't be it. It sucks when it's awesome that they do this for readers. But for somebody like me narrating it, it sucks when they get so descriptive with a person. Or with their voice specifically. It says, at the time, all I registered was that it was a German voice. Male, but cracking and splitting in pitch at odd points. Great. Alright, I am gonna make the coffee. You convinced me. Infinite psychosis. Is that wine you're drinking? Yeah, it's every time I record. This session's gonna be so long of recording this because it's such a long story. I haven't even made it through like the first few paragraphs. I'm not sure I'll get it all done tonight. Alright, I'm gonna hit this nifty be right back button so it'll play something. I'm gonna make some coffee. And just so you're not staring at random red background here. Oh, South Africa, too cool. Alright, I will be right back. It's so dark you can't see that. I do have coffee. All right, let's see. Coffee. Basking lizard. Okay. Yeah. That's an interesting way to say it. Gin. That'll mess Mr. Creepington up. I stopped drinking that crazy stuff a while back. Had to. The occasional beer for me. Lately pumpkin flavored. Cheers. Yeah, drink on, man. I don't knock it. I just can't do it anymore. Okay. Let's continue with the German voice. Pumpkin beer, yeah. I've been finding these pumpkin flavored beers. Or they're like pumpkin infused beers. It's really good. I won't even drink like a regular domestic. Well, I don't know what they have. I don't know what they have in different places, but. Oh. No. It's okay, you know? It's alright, you know? A little liquor doesn't make you an alcoholic. But whatever, you know, you live once, whatever. Yeah, pumpkin beer, try it if you like beer at all. Or pumpkin at all. I had one recently and it literally you could see the, like, you know, it, I forget what they call it. It's like there's sediment in it. It's all the raw pumpkin, it's unfiltered. Oh, it's so good. My wife hates it. Okay, what the hell am I doing here? Alright, I hope you guys are having a good night. Hope everything is going nice, that we got our coffees. Nice, now that we got our coffees. And gin, or whatever. I'm gonna keep working. And figure out how to do these German voices. Here. Oops. So that's the link to the story I'm reading if anyone cares to see it. I just can't put it up on screen and have the recording up at the same time. Or maybe you just want to listen. Okay. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be embarrassing, so whatever. Alright, so ever model. Ever. Yes? 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 It was Tobias that answered. Not that I knew it then. At at the time, all I registered was that it was a German voice. Male, but cracking. Male, but cracking and splitting in pitch. I could hear my wife in the background playing her game, being loud. Shit, where was I? Male, but cracking and splitting in pitch at odd points. Fuck, how did I say it? Yes? Can I help you? Okay, alright. Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Alright, fucking A. Can I help you? Can I help you? That's fine. Advert... Model... I managed. My throat hurt. And I realized it had been almost 2 days. My throat hurt. My throat hurt. And I realized it had been almost 2 days since I'd spoken to anyone with more than a grunt. So I haven't read this story thus far. So, not that you guys are really getting much picture of the story, probably. I keep stopping, but, so when I'm reading through like this, I'm hearing it for the first time. And this is a crazy story. I'm not sure what's going on. Or what it's gonna be. If I had legs, If I had legs... Come on, woman. If I had legs, I'd kick myself. If I had legs, I'd kick myself for taking my vocal cords for granted. Tobias either didn't notice or didn't care about my near-broken speech patterns. His response was ecstatic. Ah, wonderful. I'll buzz you in. German. I'll buzz you in. No, it's Italian. German. I'll buzz you in. Nah, it's just not gonna happen. I'll buzz you in. Please head straight up the stairs. There was only one other door leading from the stairwell on the other side. Shit. And this was at the top of Wait, what? There was only one other door leading from the stairwell on the other side. And this was at the top of 5 flights of stairs. I was wheezing by the time I reached the top, out of breath. I could walk for miles on the promise of a fix. But stairs were a different story. I almost fell through the door at the top. I had to bend over for a few moments. Wheezing and breathing in deep gulps of dusty air to catch my breath. I'm messing up particularly more than normal. That's what made it so easy for him to crack the baseball bat over the back of my head. I was more than used to coming around. In strange places without remembering how I'd gotten there. I was also used to the numbness in my extremities, One of the first things I registered on waking... Wait. One of the first things I registered on waking, aside from the throbbing pain behind my eyes. Oh shit, that was part of the last sentence. It wasn't until my wits swam into focus enough to register the mirror-eyed man standing a few feet in front of me that I started to worry. Ah, he crooned. Good. You're finally awake. I was worried that I'd overdone it. That would have been very disappointing. I started to gather more of my cognition. I realized I'd gone a while without a fix, because my heart was pounding somewhere that felt too far away. My eyes stung, and I knew that if I could feel my arms and legs, they'd be sweat-covered and jittery. How long... What? My voice coming through weak, feeble, and distant. Tobias tutted, waggling a finger. Now please. No. Now please. Now please. Now please. Now please, don't try speaking just yet. You need to be calm. Calm and collected. Everything will make sense once I've gotten you the tour. Everything will make sense once I've given you the tour. Tour. Everything will make sense. Everything will make sense once I've given you the tour. Fuck it, use that first one. He clapped his hands, rubbing them together and beaming. Tour? What? Shh! You must save your... Shh! You must save your strength. Shh! You must save your strength. We have not one moment to waste. We have not one moment to waste. He strode out of the... Scroll. He strode out of view, and with a He strode out of view, and with a growing alarm, I realized that I couldn't turn my head to follow. I couldn't even move my eyes. I stared straight ahead, unable to do anything else. Eyes itching as the room that had been around the Ah, shit, I don't know that word. Ah, damn it. I usually use my phone. Guess I'll... Alright, let me stop this. I stared straight ahead is the next part. I've got to Google this word. Alright, Google says mauve. More coffee, jeez. Get it. Yeah, that's okay, there's no offense there. I'm not offended. Yeah, this isn't so much like a live reading, like listen to me tell you a story. This is like, hey, take a peek, I'm I'm recording. And that's cool. If I can ever get through the damn thing. Alright. Here we go. No, I need more water. 1 minuto. All right. We pronounce it what is that? Mauve? Like that? I don't even know the word. I don't think I've ever said it, read it, wrote it, heard it. Should I say mauve? Google says mauve, but you know Google. Mauve. Yeah, mauve. I'm in love. So where did I start? Left off at... Sorry, every time I click away from the DAW here, the recording program, my audio cuts out. If you're hearing that happen. Unable to do anything else. Eyes itching as the room that had been... So, okay. Wait a minute. Test, test, test. Alright. I couldn't even move my eyes. I couldn't even move my eyes. I stared straight ahead, unable to do anything else. I already had that shit. Eyes itching as the room that had been around the mauve-suited, one-eyed man. Oh my doobie. Eyes itching. Eyes. Okay, just start here, damn it. I stared straight ahead, unable to do anything else. Eyes itching as the room that had been around the mauve-suited, one-eyed man swam into focus. It wasn't the room at the top of the stairs. That had been dark, dusty, lit only by what daylight managed to fight through a row of... Lit by what don't... Wait. Lit only by what daylight managed to fight through the... Fucker. Lit only by the day... Oh my god. That had been dark, dusty, lit only by what daylight managed to fight... Lit only by what daylight managed to fight through a row of windows along the top of one wall. The room I was in when I came to had no windows, and was better lit. But not much. Alright. But not much. The slight increase. The slight increase in light came from 2 naked bulbs hanging on frayed wires. Flickering things that cast a pathetic yellow gleam across the tiled walls and floor. There was also less dust in the air, but the smell of anesthetic and coal fumes that replaced it was far from welcome. I'm assuming it was still in the warehouse. That I'm still in the warehouse. But I have no way to prove this. It looked less abandoned, less forgotten than the warehouse. 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 Although, again, not much. But this offered no comfort. It's hard to find any comfort in anything. When you wake up in a filthy, blood-splattered surgical theater. Wife. Hopefully she didn't. Especially one with a forge, anvil, welder, and smelting equipment. Smelting equipment. Rewind. Excuse me. It's hard to find any comfort in anything when you wake up in a filthy, blood-spattered surgical theater. Especially one with a forge, anvil, welder, and smelting equipment. Damn, I did it again. And smelting equipment clearly visible in one corner. Especially when the opposite corner, when in the especially when in the opposite corner there's a large canvas and steel frame laundry bin filled with bulges that leak a dark red through the fabric. Especially when you recognize one of the feet poking out of the top. Fuck. Especially when you recognize one of the feet poking out of the especially when you recognize one of the feet poking out the top of said gore-filled bag. Nikki. Oops, I didn't say that loud. Yeah, what does it matter? If I have to say especially one more damn time. Especially when you recognize one of the feet poking out of the top. Especially. This word's starting to sound weird. Especially when you recognize one of the feet poking out the top of said gore-filled bag. There was a lot of, but that's fine, I can take that out later. I did it, I got that line down. The hammering of my ventricles intensified. Made worse by the fact that my panicking body could not find lungs with which to take frantic, shallow breaths. I couldn't feel my chest at all. To my increasing terror... She's been so damn loud in there. To my increasing terror, I still couldn't feel much of anything. I still couldn't feel much of anything. And what I could feel felt wrong, twisted, out of place. Twisted and out of... Alright, wait. Twisted and... To my increasing terror, I still couldn't feel much of anything. And what I could feel felt wrong. Twisted, out of place. My feet were still absent, but my feet were still absent, but my tingling fingers weren't where I remembered them. Okay. My feet were still absent, but my tingling fingers weren't where I remembered. My tingling fingers weren't where I remembered them ever being. My twisting gut rumbled from somewhere behind my face. My twisting gut rumbled from somewhere behind my face, which itself was totally numb save for the acute pricking of my dry, which itself was totally numb. No. Which itself was totally numb save for the which itself was totally numb. My twisting gut rumbled from somewhere behind my face. My twisting gut rumbled from somewhere behind my face. No. My twisting gut rumbled from... Shit me. My twisting gut rumbled from somewhere behind my face, which itself was totally numb save for the acute pricking of my dry eyes. I still couldn't blink. I still couldn't blink either. Look anywhere but directly ahead. I still couldn't blink either. Look anywhere but directly ahead. When I screamed, the sound echoed from elsewhere. Away from the spot my frightened mind was used to hearing that howl from. Howl. And the ears I heard with? Tinny, ringing, and again, totally absent from my perception of physical sensation. When I screamed, the sound echoed from elsewhere. Away from the spot my frightened mind was used to hearing that howl from. And the ears I heard with? Tinny, ringing. Tinny, ringing. And again, totally absent from my perception. Totally absent from my perception of physical sensation. My lord, I'm gonna have to go holler. Can you guys hear my wife? I can, and the mic can. When I'm editing later. I don't want to get up to go tell her. Okay. In the ears I heard with tinny, ringing, tinny, ringing, and again, totally tinny, ringing, and again, totally absent from my perception of physical sensation. I did that already, huh? I think I got that one already. I would have tried to struggle, but I couldn't find any. But I couldn't find any muscles to struggle with. All I could do was scream. Stop that! Oh shit, that was loud. Sorry if that peaked for you guys. Stop that! Maybe I should put a limiter on the OBS. Stop that! Fuck, I forgot how I did this guy. Shh, you must save your strength. We have not one moment to waste. Damn. I kind of forgot exactly how I did this guy. Alright, my next part is stop that. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm Is anybody still here? Okay, I was gone for a minute. Hey, Madam Raven. Don't know if you're still here, but thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. Aesthetic, no problem. Well, for anyone who watches this later or is still here now, basically I'm just recording raw vocal tracks here, putting them in the playlist. I'm recording really raw with hardly any. I have a limiter. I have a. Actually, it's not even yeah, it's not compressing it. I'm just limiting my voice so I don't peak when I do crazy stuff. And then when I'm done doing all these, I'll go by one and put it in this editor. Go through and edit. Everyone's favorite thing to do. And then once it's all edited, I'll bring it back up here to the top. Start chopping it up. I put music. Usually I have these all labeled out. That is not how you spell music, but that's alright. Anyway, it would look something like that. Then I would have my lead vocal there. A couple leads, sound effect tracks below that. But what do you guys care? You just want to hear me record a story. What you guys are seeing over here on the left, if anybody cares at all. This is my audio signal running through a limiter, the compressor, which is actually compressing it here, but basically I'm recording in a mixer track right here. If you can see it, it's probably kind of small. It's totally raw. Here, let me see if I can, and I mean I can, hold on. You won't hear me for 1 second here. Alright, so this is actually what I'm hearing. This is what it's recording to. It's recording raw, all the background noise and everything. And the reason I don't get rid of the background noise when I track it, when I record, is because I need this background noise so that I can go in, take a sample of it, and then get rid of it in all of the audio. If I actually don't have this in the background, it'll sound way worse at the end. Anyway, just sharing some tidbits. But anyway, so this, you're seeing right here, this box is my audio signal going through a limiter. This one down here is it going through equalization. Changing the sound a bit to be more natural and not so bassy like this is. But alright, I'm going to switch. Hopefully you guys can hear again. Anyway, small tidbits. This is way over my head, yeah. Yeah, you guys are probably on phones too. And who cares? You guys don't care about this, but I care, so I'm telling you. I go on tangents and there's no stopping me. Oh, wait, shit. Oh my god, have you guys been hearing me doubled this whole time? Glad to see you're back, Sharon. I hope it was a successful drop-off. Dexter, it's FL Studio. Look at Infinite, it's always just watching, lurking. No, that's okay, Sharon. You don't have to care. Just happy you're here. Audio sounds normal. Okay, good. Yeah, I forgot. I got off track. I forgot what I was thinking. So yeah, but my voice sounds normal then. So I'm looking at this thinking, damn, I think right, that's how I'm hearing. Oh, okay, duh. I see. Duh. Alright, let's get back to recording. Yeah, FL to record is not a common thing to do with FL, or if you're ever recording vocals. I record some music on it. Well, I did for years, and I do a little now, but this is actually an old version of FL Studio. Well, probably like, I don't know, 15 years old, 12, 13 years old. Started using it and learning it when I was a teenager. And so now I just know it really well. So like it's easier for me to navigate this, and I can do anything you could do on any recording program. Then try and go buy a new one or figure out a new program. I'm way faster here. I'm sure many people don't use FL. You know, it's like people make beats with it. They make instrumentals and music, and it's great for that too. But it can be a good recorder if you know what you're doing. Vocal recorder. Which is a stupid and very incorrect way to say that. Alright, let's get back to this. Glad you guys are here for the people that are here. Dude, don't come over here. Come over here. Huh? No. I am streaming. Huh? Yeah. You can. My lovely wife. Hey, come give me a kiss. People? I don't know. Huh? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. I told her. Shh. Okay, my dog's over here farting. I can't act like it's not happening. It's disgusting. Easier to do FL than Audacity. Once you know it. Yeah, I think FL is way harder of a learning curve, probably. But once you know it, there's no comparison with Audacity. Audacity becomes this potato. I used it for a long time. I mean, it's still good. It gets the job done. But once you have something a little more complex, things get easier. Sharon, I used to do that too in my head. In my head, whenever I think I started seeing your name and talking to you over at like on Dark Somnium's streams or something, right? Maybe. But I swear in my head in the beginning, I would always say in my head I would say wolf. I thought it was wolf for a long time. My favorite word ever, potato. Yeah. I didn't really actually tell her either. Potato Studio. Yep. Potato City. Come on. I'm a dad, I gotta make... You can probably see my shirt if you can see it, maybe. I did turn the brightness down a little on the camera, but... It says cool dad. Anyway, back to that. Yeah, I didn't even tell her. I was talking to her about this damn dog. Farting all over the place. Farting all over the place. Do. Farting all over the place. Wait a minute. Nope, not me, honey. Never heard of them. What's that? Was that in response to me? Did I say something? Oh, I think Somni stream, yeah. Sharon, I don't know if you were responding to me just now, but I was talking to Aesthetic. I don't know. I'm not even sure what I said. Maybe I was talking. Just talking, and not recording. Almost done it. What are we at? Oh, hour in. Not even close to being done with this. But I keep getting distracted by chat. I just want to chat with you guys. Alright, I guess getting back to... Oh, what do I have to do this now? When gonna go? Oh, I'm so sorry, Tony. I'm glad you're here and stopped in. But for me, I need to be going to sleep. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Because I also have to work and... Not that many hours. But... Have a good day at work. And I'm sorry it was bad timing for you. Check back in if you can. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. That's why I see scared the crap out of it. Yeah, you don't hear his farts. My dog's a big husky. You never hear it, ever. It doesn't make a sound. It's a special sneaky, silent but deadly thing. It's horrible. Well, that's alright. Sorry you can't stick around, but it's no big deal. You catch me on the next one, yeah? Oh. Okay, sorry, yeah. I'm probably confusing everything. Sorry, said Sharon. I think I've seen you on the stream, yeah. Yeah, who knows? Who knows even what I'm talking about? Silencer fur, yeah. For sure. Yeah. Silent but violent. It is. It's horrible. It's very bad. But the bad thing is, he doesn't do it as much anymore now. I think he's like 2. But for a long time, and every once in a while still, he'll use the bathroom in the house. You know, he'll poop in the house. And like we have hardwood floors so we can clean it, but it's nasty, whatever. But the point is that he does that sometimes. So every time I smell it, I'm immediately I'm scared that I have to go clean up a bunch of poop. And it's, like I said, a husky. So, you know, it's not a little poop. Okay, alright. I have to get back to this. Oh, right. Okay. So what I was doing is I was going to go back and take a damn drink. Water. I want to go back and hear how I said this guy's stuff, but damn, that's going to be hard to find. I'm just not going to do that. Come on. What are we talking about? Testing. Shit. Alright. Dang, I just messed it all up. Okay. But I couldn't find any muscles to struggle with. Okay. All I could do is scream. Stop. Stop that. Stop that. Stop. Stop that. Stop that. Stop. Stop that? No. Alright, what else did this damn thing say? Shh. You must save your strength. We have not one moment to... Okay, I do have to listen back. I can't feel good about my work if I sound totally different. Oh, here, exactly. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm lost. I need to be, I need to be way down here. Broken speech pattern, broken speech pattern. I think I need to be down here. Okay. Stop that! The mirror-eyed Tobias was... The mirror-eyed Tobias was in my field of view once more. This time, his expression was furious. Germanic. Crooning. Germanic? Germanic? And of course it's not Germanic. Germanic? Hurry, help me, guys. Is it Germanic? Is Germanic crooning laced with razor wire? I want to Google it. If I do, it'll stop the recording. Oh, it's gonna stop it anyway. How can I do this without stopping this recording? Nope, can't. It's Germanic. See you, Tony. Till next time. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna stop this one and I'll go back. Was it even recording? Oh, it did. Yeah, if you... Germanic. Okay, cool. Sharon, thanks. I didn't know that. My son is actually crying and I'm gonna go get him. Let me see what chat says real quick. Ben back on the show next time. It's clean, keeping the baby go quiet. Says fine. Yeah, Sharon. Jeez Louise. 48 hours. You need sleep. Yeah, if you fall asleep, sweet dreams. Alright, I'm gonna, sorry. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna click this button again and you're gonna hear some music against some cool background and I'll be right back, I promise. I love you all for being here, thank you. Okay, I'm back. Mm-hmm. Okay. I gotta focus and get into this here. So I think I deleted that last part. Okay. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. The mirror-eyed Tobias was in my field of view once more. This time, his expression was furious. His Germanic crooning laced with razor wire. Sorry, no Germanic crooning here. Oh fudge. Oh fudge. Caterwauling? Stop that caterwauling immediately. I don't want to have to silence you. I don't want to have to silence you. It will ruin the effect. It will ruin the effect. It will ruin the effect. Oh, my wife in the background, but that one was a good take. I have to just edit stuff out. I stopped screaming, but not entirely because of his threat. It was because of the reflection that I caught in the mirror. It was because of the reflection. It was because of the reflection. It was because of the It was because of the reflection that I caught in his mirrored chrome left eye. It was because of the reflection I caught. Son of a gun. Coffee's yummy, but damn, it's not good for recording. My tongue's like, help. It was because of the reflection that I caught in his... It was because of the reflection that I caught in his mirrored chrome left eye. What I saw rendered me too confused. No. What I saw rendered me too confused. Too horrified. Too horrified. Too horrified to do anything. Even scream. I suspect that if Tobias hadn't taken chemical measures to prevent it, I would have lost consciousness once more. It was only a glimpse, and a distorted, confused one at that. But it was enough for me to instantly understand the severity and futility of my situation. I should have seen my face looking back at me in the reflection of that eye. I should have seen my face looking back at me in the reflection of that eye. I didn't. I should have seen my face looking back at me in the reflection. I should have seen my face looking back at me in the reflection of that eye. I didn't. Where's my... I heard my voice drifting from way off. Despite feeling nothing from any mouth, jaw, teeth, or throat. Is he like a brain in a jar? What's going on here? all in good time. All in good time, my little prize. No. All in good time, my little prize. 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 No, alright, come on. All in good time, my little prize. Tobias, all in good time, my little prize. Tobias sounded jovial as he fiddled and clanked with something behind me. My vision juddered, and then, without warning, I swiveled 180 degrees. At the time, I figured Tobias had strapped me into some kind of wheelchair. Again, there was panic-inducing cognitive dissonance. This time, at the absence of inertia, or jolting sensation as he pushed me through the thick double doors. The hallway beyond was pitch black. I only knew it was a hallway because of the brief glimpse I got. Oh, son of a gun. I only knew it was a hallway because of the first. Nope, first is nowhere near that. There is no first. I don't see any first. I only knew it was a hallway because of the brief glimpse I got. Such a long sentence. I only knew it was a hallway because of the brief glimpse I got of the long red carpet trailing off into the shadows. Before the doors slammed behind us. No, that's good. My eyes registered nothing in this new place. My eyes registered nothing in this new place. My ears were a different story. From wherever they were, they picked up tinny whimpers, muffled metallic sobs, and faint organic grinding coming from deep in the darkness. My gut, one of only 2 organs I could still feel, twisted itself into an even tighter knot. My heart threatened to bruise itself from how hard it was hammering against my naively thought at the time, ribs. Okay, I'm not gonna. My heart threatened to bruise itself from how hard it was hammering against my ribs. Or I naively thought at the time. Okay. My heart threatened to bruise itself from how hard it was hammering against my. I naively thought at the time, ribs. Hammering against my ribs. Okay. Okay, just use the second one with the ribs after. I'm telling myself. The next paragraph, but let's check in chat. Chatty Chattersons. Oh, Jakeem. There's no way you're still in here, but listen, man, I love you too. Sharon, disabled. So sleep doesn't come easy to me. Laughing and joking. Laughs make the world go round. Miranda Laswell, I love you too. That's my sister-in-law. Sister-in-law? Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to it then. The story's so damn long. I'm not even halfway through it. No way I'm finishing this tonight. Stop that, Samir Tobias screaming. Where's my... Tobias... Okay, yeah, ribs. The ribs thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, coffee. Forgot about it. Okay. Coffee water, coffee water. It's the 1-2 punch of recording. Alright. Testing, testing. Nope. Now let's just do this. Okay, let's go. Wait, hold up. Oh, look, my whole family's here. Everybody's here. Nikki's here. That would be my wife. She's not listening to this. I hear her playing the game, so... Hi, baby. Whoever is listening, I forgot that I have background music playing while I'm recording. It's not too loud or... Oh, shit. It's not too loud, is it? Overpowering or anything? I kind of forgot I had it playing. I can't hear it. But I thought it would be better to have something back there than just silence in this thing. Let me know. If I go back to recording, I won't be able to see. There's such a delay between like when I'm doing something and then when it actually goes to the stream, and then when you guys comment. In other news, while I wait for one of you to tell me if you can hear the background music and if it's a good volume. Oh, you can't even hear any music? Well, that's definitely, oh, it might be just... Yeah. It's playing, but it just might be really quiet because I turned it down. I'll turn it... Yeah, alright. There's the music. If you could hear that. I just have it turned way down. I just don't know. I don't want it to be too loud. Right. So it's not music, actually. It's like, I think it's ambient noise or something. Ambient background music noise. Anyway, hopefully if it is playing for anyone, it's not too loud. In other news, because I'm just avoiding recording, it seems like. Yeah, it's very quiet. Okay, thanks. I'll turn it up a little more, but, there's like loud parts, and I'm not limiting it or compressing the noise, so I don't want it to like get too loud while I'm trying to record. Just let me know if it is. I turn it up a little. I hit 666 subscribers today, which somebody mentioned in the very beginning of this. Yeah, Dexter. And that's kind of cool. There's a few cool ones, right? Like, when I hit 100, that was just like, that was amazing. Well, every next sub I get is amazing. Every next 100 I get is amazing. And the channel's been growing more quickly, which is awesome. 420. 420 was another number that I had to make a deal about, because haha, funny. And 666 was fitting. Okay. Yeah. I don't think there's another good milestone really. I mean, they're all, but I'm like they're all good, but nothing like 420 or 666 or 1,000 will probably be the next big one. Big one that I make a big deal about and do something about probably. Like a special video or some sort of thing. But I'm excited for 700. Honestly, I'm excited for 667. Oh, Sharon, have a great night. Hopefully you can sleep. Sweet dreams. I really appreciate you coming in, staying, and hanging out, and listening to this nonsense. You're awesome, and you have a great night. Sweet nightmares. I love that. Sweet nightmares, Sharon. I don't want to wish you nightmares. Sweet or not. But I think that's funny. All right now. All right. God. Here we go. Both of these sensations intensified from the feeling of the wind against my naked eyes. The realization that Tobias was wheeling me toward. The realization that Tobias was wheeling me toward those haunting groans. Damn. The realization that Tobias was wheeling me towards those. The realization that Tobias was wheeling me toward those haunting groans. Haunting groans, moans, and wet crunches. I didn't realize we'd stopped moving until my ears pick up. I didn't realize we'd stopped moving until my ears picked up the click of a light switch. Excuse me. And my eyes were flooded with white light from a strip bulb. And my eyes were flooded with white light from a strip bulb hung in a small alcove along one wall. Shit. More periods, please. Commas at least. Tobias had placed me in front of this alcove. Tobias had placed me in front of this alcove, directly facing it. No. Tobias had placed me in front of this alcove, directly facing it. So that my immobile eyes could take in the collection of framed paintings it contained. No, okay, wait. so that my immobile eyes could take in the collection of framed paintings it contained. These, my little prize. These, my little prize, are the Bramfield paintings. These, my little prize, are the Bramfield paintings. They were my muse, my catalyst, my catalyst, my spark, my spark, my spark. What started me on my journey toward here, toward now, toward you. Toward you. One of those. This little guy. Now I'm imagining him to be like a leprechaun in my head. If I weren't already terrified of the consequences. I don't. He's not a leprechaun. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's. If I weren't already terrified of the consequences of crossing that sickly crooning from behind me, I would have screamed again. Compared to what I was about to witness, these paintings were, well, tame. Had they been the last stop on Tobias' gallery tour, I'd have been numb to them. As numb to them as I was most of my as numb to them as was most of my worryingly still unresponsive. Okay. Had they been the last stop on Tobias's gallery tour, I'd have been numb to them. As numb to them as I was most of my worryingly. No, okay, no. As numb to them as was most of my worryingly. As numb to them as was most of my worryingly still unresponsive body. I didn't fully realize what was happening yet, though. And without the wider context, those paintings alone... those paintings alone were already enough to send the two organs I could still feel into convulsions. They were, without a doubt, painted by somebody who had seen hell. They were, without a doubt, painted by somebody who had seen hell. Nobody could paint things like... Nobody could paint things that detailed, that monstrously, hideously intricate. Hideously intricate, unless they'd seen them firsthand. Beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful, aren't they? The venomous crooning said, sighing. Beautiful, aren't they? The venomous crooning said, sighing. One more for safe measure. Beautiful, aren't they? One of those two. When I first saw them as a child, I knew that Bramfield, Oh. When I first saw them as a child, I knew that Bramfield, he had something different. Something none of these other pretenders with their outsider art could ever capture. Something raw. Something real. Something raw. Something real. Something raw. Something real. I was naively grateful that Tobias didn't have me linger in front of the paintings for long. He was far too eager to show me his own work to let me study the paintings of his self-appointed teacher, his horrific muse, for more than a few minutes. It was still too long, though. Obscenity took on new meaning for me when I saw those paintings. Obscenity took on a new meaning for me when I saw those paintings. No. Obscenity took on new meaning for me when I saw those paintings. Despite never being religious, the only word I have for those oil colors is blasphemy. Blasphemy not against any god, but against life itself. There was a vast landscape of a gigantic... Wait, what? Baby's head. Oh my god, I thought I wasn't recording for a minute. Zombie apocalypse. Sharon's probably gone, but that sounds like a fun dream. If not a little scary. Oh, you've got a lot of guns, yeah. Even funner. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be fun without guns. Hello to anyone and everyone watching. Just recording a story here. Like a half-ass. Okay. Admitting the reality of things. I'm not going to be able to keep doing this much longer. I have obligations to my own zombie apocalypse nightmares. I am going to get the next paragraph or two done. and then I'll have to continue this probably. But all of you guys that have been here the whole time and that came and popped in and left, thanks a lot. It's awesome that you're here. Can't be that entertaining, but yeah, chainsaw would work too, aesthetic. Richard, what's going on? How are you? Cool to see you here. I'm gonna go back to recording these last two paragraphs that I'm gonna do for the night. Heads up though, I can't see chat when I'm recording. So, a few minutes I'll get back to you and close this thing out. I'm doing such short spurts of recording tracks because when it's recording, if I click off the screen to look at chat and switch the page, it also stops my recording. So I just keep stopping every few minutes. Otherwise, these would look much longer. Like, what the longest one is, they're like 5 minutes. Usually they're like 20-minute clips. That means nothing to you, but... This is a weird line. There was a vast landscape of a gigantic... There was a vast landscape of a gigantic baby's head. Sorry, those are disgusting noises. This is not ASMR. I didn't realize I was so close to the mic doing that. Sorry. There was a vast landscape of a I have to say this right. Should have lost my bottle cap. There was a vast landscape. Yep. My dog is pitter-patter. Oh, good God. Walking alone through the house. Not laying down. Okay, he hit the carpet. Ugh. Good boy. There was a vast... No. There was a vast landscape of a gigantic of a gigantic baby's head. No, I didn't like that. There was a vast landscape of a gigantic baby's head. It had no body. Unless you can call a fleshy, glistening maggot's tail a body. But it did have limbs. 8 of them, in fact. Brittle, raking arms that sprouted from asymmetrical oh, hell. Damn. Okay, yeah. To get rid of that. Son of a bitch. Come on. Alright, hold on. I have to look this word up. I got it. Don't worry. Let's try this whole thing again here. Okay. There was a vast landscape of a gigantic baby's head. It had no body. Unless you can call a fleshy, glistening maggot's tail a body. But it did have limbs. 8 of them, in fact. 8 of them, in fact. Brittle, raking arms that sprouted from asymmetrical, pustule-coated lumps behind either ear. Its eyes were cold beyond reason. A deadness in them returned my gaze in a way no brush should have been able to capture. Oh, I'm talking about the painting still? Another was a smaller portrait of a man with mouths for eyes. Mouths. Another was a smaller portrait of a man with mouths for eyes. Something about his moist, glistening skin. Something about his moist, glistening skin. His pallid, phlegm-coated lips. His hideous, wide grin triggered a deep fear in me. Far worse than his mismatched facial anatomy, though. This one disturbs me in retrospect. Mostly because of how much it directly inspired the first of Tobias's own pieces. This one disturbed me in retrospect, mostly because of how much it directly inspired the first of Tobias's own pieces. On my first and thankfully only viewing, it disturbed me mostly because of the laughter I had to convince myself I couldn't hear when I focused on it. One more. Finally, there was that damn throne. Finally, there was that damn throne. It's the one thing in all of Bramfield's work that disturbs me as much as the art of Tobias had inspired. Work that disturbs me as much as the art of Tobias's. It's the one thing in all of Bramfield's work that disturbs me as much as the art of Tobias's it inspired. Well, almost. It was the smallest of all the framed canvases. Yet it held my attention the longest. It was a throne of corpses. Thousands of them. All photorealistic. All photorealistic. The twisted screams of pain and agony on each face, reminiscent of any captured image of a mass grave after a human atrocity. What? The twisted screams of pain and agony on each face, reminiscent of any captured image. Okay. All photorealistic. The twisted screams of pain and agony on each face, reminiscent of any captured image of a mass grave after a human atrocity. There we go. Broke that up a little. Every single one told a story of agony. Shit. Every single one told a story of agony. Of suffering beyond all comprehension or reason. At the top of the corpse pyre... Shit. What's a pyre? Pier? Damn, this dude's making me look up stuff a lot. Okay, at the top of the corpse thing. Hold on. At the top of the corpse. What's going on in here? Yeah, bloopers for days. Checking on chat. Hey, yeah, thanks for noticing. We talked about those 666 subs. It's a great number to be at for my avenue of YouTube. Yeah, too much overthinking. Yeah, who knows what's going on when I record, you know? The thing is I haven't read these, Richard. I don't read them ahead of time, right? So, like, when I'm going through it, I'm reading it for the first time. So a lot of times, like, I'm reading it out loud, and then I'm realizing, okay, wait, comprehending, and then I go back and I'm like, this is how I should say it. Shit, I'm supposed to be looking up a word. Hold on one second, you won't hear me. Okay. Pyre. Okay, we're almost done with the paragraph. Almost over. At the top of the corpse pyre, sitting at the peak of the pile. At the top of the corpse pyre, sitting at the peak of the pile of naked bodies, almost too high above for the artist to render, was a figure. Was a figure in a cloud of dark mist. Was a figure in a cloud of dark mist. I've never been more thankful. I've never been more thankful of anything than I am for the fact the painter, this Bramfield, wasn't close enough to make out any details of their form. I am writing to you at a time when I have seen more nightmares than any person. Okay, see, this I know it's getting late. I'm messing everything up. I'm writing to you at a time when I've seen more nightmares than any person should have. I am writing to you at a time when I've seen more nightmares than any person should have. In an even marginally fair world. In an even marginally fair world. Nah, my dog's having nightmares. You hear him? He stopped now. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. I'm writing to you at a time when I've seen more nightmares than any person should have, and in even marginally... Fuck. In an even marginally fair world. One of those will work. Despite everything I've seen, the memory of that figure on its throne of wailing death still terrifies me. Despite everything I've seen, the memory of that figure on its throne of wailing death still terrifies me. As I said, though, Tobias didn't give me much time to wallow in Bramfield's oil and canvas terror. He had terrors of his own to share, and his enthusiasm to do so was palpable. He had terrors of his own to share, and his enthusiasm to do so was palpable. Alright. Yeah. I think that's where I'm gonna stop. Next line is brilliant, are they? And that's from the little leprechaun. Which he's not one, but in my head he is. Okay. Cool. Let me finish this up. Yes, indeedy. Alright. Well, if anyone's still here, sticking around, I appreciate you for coming. All of you people who already left and fell asleep, I appreciate you all for coming. Of course, this has been sort of chaotic and messy. That's alright. It was really last minute. I had to record this and get it done. Which I didn't, but I did get progress done. So, I streamed it, and thanks for coming and watching and listening and chatting. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna go join my wife in the room. Aesthetic, thank you so much. It was fun. It was fun to chat with you guys. I love that most of all. I should do more streams. Been thinking about doing a regular stream. Maybe not weekly, maybe weekly, but some sort of just hangout thing, or I don't know what I would set up for it, but something cool. Because I love talking to you guys. I love when I put out videos and I get comments. I love seeing the comments and talking. I love when I do streams and you guys interact. It's so cool. So, Aesthetic, you're the only one that I know is here. Whoever else is here, have a great night or day, whatever you got going on. And oops, I cut out my audio. Yeah. See you guys next time. Maybe I'll stream this soon, doing the rest of this. Alright. Bye.